right, y'all, it is 95 degrees outside. Feels like temp of 104. So I am not going outside, but we are going to make a video about Cowboy Candy using jalapenos and the other ingredients, which is really simple. So if you like jalapenos pickled, I suggest you give this a shot. Now, once you make these and you sit them in the fridge, they last 2 to 3 months. So you can give these out to friends or family. This recipe is supposed to make 2 pints. So I've got half pints, so we're gonna make 4 of them, and I can give these out. Now in a follow-up video, I'll announce right now, I am going to do a video on cowgirl candy. So stay tuned for that. But right now, let's get busy chopping up jalapenos. So let's go ahead and chop up the jalapenos really fast. All right, so everything is cut. I've made them about that thick, about 1/4 inch, I guess. Remember, these are going to be cooked and softened just a little bit. So you don't want them super thin. You want there to be a little bit of size to them for a little bit of a crunch. Like I was mentioning a few minutes ago, I'm going to use half pint jars right here. We are not water bathing these. We are not canning these. These are simply going to be made, sealed, sealed, stuck in the fridge. That's it. Now, I'm sure you can totally water bath these in some way, shape, or form. If you choose to do that, please Google it. Make sure you're sticking with all the proper procedures and safety requirements and all that. But this is not a canning recipe. This is just, we're gonna make them and put them in the fridge. And then let me finish real quick by saying, if you are susceptible to the oils in the peppers, make sure you wear gloves. Once you're done, even if you're wearing gloves, especially if you're not wearing gloves, make sure you wash your hands really good before you do anything else. You do not want to inadvertently rub your eye. It's not a good thing. I've done it. Okay, once the jalapenos are cut, let's go and make the sauce for the jalapenos that we are going to cook them in. Recipe is very simple. And that's all down below in the description, and I'm also putting it up here on the screen. Chad, you just mentioned recipe. How many jalapenos did we do? That is 1.5 pounds of jalapenos. I don't think I mentioned that. 1.5 pounds of jalapenos. Now, let's make the sauce. All right, y'all, for this recipe, we need sugar, apple cider vinegar, some turmeric, and some garlic powder. We need 2/3 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. I did just a little bit more. That's all right. Okay, we need 2 cups of sugar. 1 and 2. We need a teaspoon of garlic powder. This next ingredient is completely optional. Totally, if you want to do it, it'll just add a little bit of a color to the pickles. And we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. And since I can't find my 1/2 teaspoon, we'll just kind of eyeball it. Good enough. There we go. Okay, now we're just going to bring this to a boil. All right, once it starts to boil like it's doing, we're going to drop it down to a simmer for just about 5 minutes. All right, it's been 5 minutes at a simmer. Now we are going to add in all of those jalapenos. We're going to simmer these for about 5 minutes as we're cooking them. Again, we don't want them to get super soft. You want them to be cooked a little bit and have a bit of a crunch. So I'm going to raise the temp to about 5 for where I am just to get these cooking. I'm going to make sure they're very coated in the sauce. Get them all down in there. Now at this stage right here, let me throw up another warning really quick. All right, the steam coming up off these peppers is kind of strong, I'm not gonna lie, and I totally forgot. about it till it just hit me in the face. So I want to warn you, make sure when you're doing this, stand back from the pot just a little bit. You don't want to get slammed with all those pepper fumes all up in the face, all up in your eyes. So keep that in mind. Now again, we're going to go ahead and let this cook for about 4 to 5 minutes, or what you need to do to get the crunchiness of the jalapenos to where you want it to be. All right, there was the time. Now I'm going to use a slotted spoon. I'm going to get all the jalapenos out of there into this jar, or into this mixing bowl. You want to make sure that you're leaving all that juice in the pot, because we are going to come back to that here in just a few minutes. Woo! Y'all, I'm not joking. Stand back when you're doing this. The fumes just got me again. And let me say real quick, if y'all don't like all the seeds and all that, be sure to de-seed your jalapenos. I don't mind them. So that's why I left them in, and you can see all the seeds in the syrup here. I think I got them all. Let's see, almost. Okay. Now we're going to take these and we're going to go put them in the jars. Right, so the recipe again said that this will fill up 2 pint jars, and these right here are half pint jars, like I said earlier. So should be just about good. Now you want to press down in there just a little bit. See how much more room we got by pressing them down in. You want to leave about 1/4 of a head space at the top of your jar, even though, let's be real, we're putting these in the fridge. So the head space to me doesn't really matter, but just telling you what the recipe tells me. We will clean the rim here in a minute. But there you go. So there's 1 down, and we're going to jump forward to all 4 being done. All right, and there we are. They are done. Now, I'm going to be honest, we could have easily probably done 2 pounds of jalapenos and got them in here, but 1.5 pounds is fine, right? I mean, they look good, right? We'll go ahead and clean the rim. Again, this isn't super dire because we're not water bathing or canning these, but still, you want to have a clean rim, right? And y'all, you can hear my cat freaking out for some reason. We want to bring this back to a boil. Once it starts to boil, 3 minutes. We want this syrup to kind of thicken up a little bit. Okay, so from this point here, 3 minutes, or until it's thickened to your preference. And again, y'all, I want to warn you, the steam coming out of this, all pepper essence, is very strong. Now, right now, I've got these sitting, and they're kind of warm. You know, they're warm, but not so hot to the touch. We're about to put boiling liquid in here, so you want to make sure that your jars are on a towel of some kind. Put a little bit of a barrier between the cold counter and your blazing hot jars. Here we go. All right, y'all, and there we go. Done. 4 half-pint jars of Cowboy Candy. Now, I went ahead and put some labels on mine. Just make sure, however you label, that you put your date so you know how long they're going to be good for. And there you go, we're done. We just made 2 pints of Cowboy Candy. Now, all in all, this took me maybe 30 minutes, and a lot of that was just moving the camera around and all those kind of things, right? Very, very simple recipe. These are going to be good now. Again, 2 to 3 months in the fridge. Right now, because they are hot, I would advise you to let them air cool here in your house before you put them in the fridge. Don't put them boiling hot in your fridge unless you want to. That's totally up to you. I would advise you not to, just because I don't think you're supposed to do that. I don't do that. But there you go. Very simple Cowboy Candy recipe. Make these, give them out to your friends and family or coworkers or whoever just likes a good jalapeno every now and then. These things are great on pizzas, nachos, just pretty much anywhere you're going to put jalapenos. You can totally add these in. I know you might be like, what, sugar on a pizza? Trust me, Cowboy Candy on a pizza is good to go, in my opinion. So on that note, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hope you got something out of it. And seriously, when it's 100 outside, there are other things you can do inside with bounty from your garden, right? So think outside the box a little bit whenever you get into these crazy hot days of summer, especially for us down here in the Houston area, zone 9B, where it is mid 90s, but feels like triple digits for real. So with that being said, y'all take care. May God continue to bless each and every one of you. And I'll talk to you again real soon. Don't forget, we're going to have a cowgirl candy recipe coming out very soon. Trust me, you don't want to miss out. Bye.